Well, today was Inauguration Day as President Trump took the oath of office for a second time.
The event was moved indoors because of cold weather in the nation's capital. President Trump now the 45th and 47th President of the United States. And he is wasting no time putting his agenda into place. Tonight, he announced pardons for 1,500 people convicted in the attack on the U.S. Capitol in 2021.
He also laid out his early goals, including several executive orders. He declared a national emergency at the southern border. He plans to stop illegal entry and will move forward with plans to deport millions of people already here. Mexican drug cartels are also now designated as terrorist groups. The president is also ordering his administration to tackle inflation and bring down prices. This plan includes a national energy emergency, which will lead to more oil production. He also introduced a new policy. The government will now recognize just two genders, male and female.
We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable.
Your political reporter Sean Boyd joins us tonight. And Sean, you talked with Colorado politicians about this transition.
Politicians at the federal, state, and local level, and they all agreed the president's inaugural address was bold, calling for everything from landing a man on Mars to taking back the Panama Canal and renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. But no topic received more attention than immigration. The president wasted no time signing a blizzard of executive orders declaring a national emergency at the southern border.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted.
Resuming construction of the border wall, ending birthright citizenship, and classifying drug cartels and certain gangs as foreign terrorist organizations subject to immediate arrest and deportation. Colorado Congressman Gabe Evans says it's about saving lives.
And when we go look at the death toll of Americans who have died as a result of things like fentanyl poisoning, it's well in excess of the number of Americans that were killed in the attacks on September 11th.
The president also restored an order withholding federal funds from local agencies that don't cooperate with federal immigration agents. In Aurora, where a Venezuelan gang has grabbed national attention, Mayor Mike Kaufman welcomed the help.
The city of Aurora has never been a sanctuary city, and we would like the ability to cooperate fully with federal immigration authorities, and particularly removing people, that are a danger.
But some worry federal agents won't discern between criminals and non-criminals. Jennifer Piper works with the immigrant community in Colorado.
And we're seeing a record number of people sign up for our Know Your Rights and to become a part of our rapid response network.
Trump also signed a sweeping order to unleash American energy, directing federal agencies to simplify and expedite permits for drilling on federal lands and waters. Colorado Congressman Jeff Hurd says it's good for the western slope and for climate.
The best and most responsible way to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions is in the state of Colorado. It's in the 3rd Congressional District. It's responsibly developing these resources that we've been blessed with.
The president also abolished environmental justice and diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in federal agencies and restored a policy recognizing only male and female genders, something State Representative Matt Soper says Democrats in the legislature are sure to push back on.
So we could expect things like what's on your driver's license to change. Certainly federal law can't dictate what Colorado defines as being accessible bathrooms. So I'll be curious to see what the Democrats present to us to debate.
President Trump signed roughly 200 executive orders. Others included withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty and World Health Organization, delaying a federal ban on TikTok, enacting a federal hiring freeze, and terminating the Green New Deal by pausing disbursement of funds from the Inflation Reduction Act and Infrastructure Investment Act. He also revoked dozens of Biden executive orders. And some of his executive actions are sure to result in legal challenges, including ending that birthright citizenship that's enshrined in the U.S. Constitution. So we certainly have not heard the end of this.
All right, Sean, thank you.